1. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. 2. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. 3. Become who you are. 4. God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. 5. There are no facts, only interpretations. 6. He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. 7. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. 8. Without music, life would be a mistake. 9. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. 10. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. 11. Whoever despises himself still respects himself as one who despises. 12. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. 13. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. 14. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. 15. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. 16. Talking much about oneself can also be a means to conceal oneself. 17. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. 18. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. 19. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. 20. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. 21. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life. 22. What does not kill me makes me stronger. 23. It is my ambition to say in 10 sentences what other men say in a whole book. 24. There are no eternal facts, as there are no absolute truths. 25. Not everything that stands the test of time was good, nor is everything that fails to survive worthless. 26. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. 27. One repays a teacher badly if one remains only a pupil. 28. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. 29. Complaining is nothing but self-pity as a false comfort. 30. This life is your life. Know it while you have it. 31. We should consider every day lost on which we have not danced at least once. 32. There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. 33. What is done out of love always takes place beyond good and evil. 34. He that has ears to hear, let him hear. 35. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. 36. In heaven all the interesting people are missing. 37. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. 38. It is hard enough to remember my opinions without also remembering my reasons for them. 39. Insanity in individuals is something rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. 40. Distrust all in whom the impulse to punish is powerful. 41. One must have a good memory to be able to keep the promises one makes. 42. The thought of suicide is a great consolation. By means of it, one gets through many a bad night. 43. There is not enough love and goodness in the world to permit us to give some of it away to imaginary beings. 44. To forget one's purpose is the commonest form of stupidity. 45. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. 46. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. 47. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. 48. Battle not with monsters, lest you become a monster. 49. In singing your praises, there is more envy than love. 50. Around the hero, everything turns into a tragedy. Around the demigod, everything turns into a satyr play. 51. The advantage of a bad conscience is that it stimulates. 52. Only great pain is the ultimate liberator of the spirit. 53. The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. 54. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. 55. There is always some madness in love. 56. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. 57. The essence of all beautiful art, all great art, is gratitude. 58. Man is the cruelest animal. 59. What is the seal of liberation? No longer being ashamed in front of oneself. 60. In truth, there was only one Christian, and he died on the cross. 61. He who cannot give anything away cannot feel anything either. 62. It is not the strength, but the duration of great sentiments that makes great men. 63. The doer alone learneth. 64. Woe to all lovers who do not possess an elevation which is above their pity. 65. One must learn to love oneself with a wholesome and healthy love so that one can bear to be with oneself. 66. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. 67. Ultimately, it is the desire, not the desired, that we love. 68. That which is done out of love always occurs beyond good and evil. 69. Faith, not wanting to know what is true. 70. Everything the state says is a lie, and everything it has stolen. 71. I am not a man, I am dynamite. 72. To live alone, one must be a beast or a god, says Aristotle. There is yet a third case, one must be both, a philosopher. 73. There are no moral phenomena at all, but only a moral interpretation of phenomena. 74. One repays a teacher badly if one remains only a pupil. And why do you not want to pluck at my wreath? 75. Hatred of mediocrity is unworthy of a philosopher. 76. The abdomen is the reason why man does not readily take himself for a god. 77. Life without music would be a mistake. 78. Every extension of knowledge arises from the exclusion of something. 79. What labels me negates me. 80. The trick is not to arrange what you like, but to like what you arrange. 81. Success has always been a great liar. 82. There is no such thing as immaculate perception. 83. One has to pay dearly for immortality. One has to die several times while still alive. 84. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters. 85. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. 86. Praise is more obtrusive than blame. 87. It is the business of the very few to be independent. It is a privilege of the strong. 88. In our own barbarous way, we too still sacrifice to him our criminal, however he may still be called. 89. The wisest man is the one who is most rich in contradictions. 90. The demand to be loved is the greatest of all arrogant presumptions. 91. He who does not have a good father should procure one. 92. One who knows how to relax knows how to work. 93. Genius resides in instinct, goodness likewise. 94. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. 95. Consider well the folly of judging all men equal in ability. 96. To exist is to differ. Difference, in a sense, is the true measure of existence. 97. There must be some sort of order established among men's egoisms. 98. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he does not become a monster himself. 99. In every real man, a child is hidden that wants to play. Encourage the man in you to play. 100. Become who you are. The noble soul has reverence for itself.